So here's the original fly line bucket. And I used torch to heat this up. Well, bouncing and pounding on the waves, it wasn't strong enough. Problem one. Problem two, this was clear all the way through. So what would happen was when I stripped the line into the bucket, if it was sitting up on something or I moved it or whatever, my fly line would actually get caught underneath. So I need to put a base on the bottom. Those are the two problems we're going to address. This has been all sorts of chewed up and scratched. So we're going to start over completely from scratch, make version 2.0. Let's do it. So version 2.0, we got two new buckets. We have to cut the bottom out, no big deal. Our magnets, epoxy, glue those on there. For the base, 1/4 inch, 2 by 2 feet section of plywood. Now to attach all this together, instead of using the heat technique like I used before, I might use that to start it, but to attach the bucket to the base and to give the seam a little more sticking together, we're going to try a hot glue gun, see how that works. All right, two buckets, bottom's cut out. I think I'm going to make the base to be a little easier to glue it. Just one, and then we'll put these together. So I could cut this perfectly round and fit it up inside the bucket, but the bottom of my boat, where I stand, has a V. It's not a flat bottom. So if I leave it round, that bucket's gonna tip top. If I leave a square base, it will sit no matter where I want to put it in the boat. So that's my theory behind going with a square bottom. So I trace the outside of my bucket and we'll just cut this square. There we go. 12 inch by 12 inch base for the bucket. Perfect. So we'll glue that down. find that. I'm not a hot glue guy, but it works. And now your magnets for the sides. I was gonna epoxy them on, but since I already got the hot glue gun going, and just hot glue everything. So one of the other things I noticed that when I set my rod on the top of it, it tended to be a little, with some of the line dragging in the water, it tended to be a little more nose heavy, and the back end would lift off and rotate around. So I want to keep it locked down. So I got a bungee I'm going to attach here that I can loop over top of the rod. There's one coat of paint. We'll let it dry and we'll finish up the can. See how she comes out. So there it is. Fly line bucket 2.0. Got the square base, so inside the boat it won't tip. Got the magnets. Little loop on the back for when I set my fly rod there. If I've got line out, it'll drag a little bit. So with this, boom, and now it won't go nowhere. So there we go. Fly line bucket 2.0. The real test is going to be out on the water with round 2 of fly rods only. Catch you on the next one.